All right. What's up, guys? This is Chris Johnson, aka your NBA Master Trainer, mentor, teacher, whatever you want to call me. Today on Real Talk with CJ, this is for my up and coming trainers, coaches, and people that want to be in our development world. My number one thing for you is to master your craft. So let's just start there. Let's talk about it. Mastering your craft is sometimes overlooked for people that are coming into the coaching world. I know a lot of you guys look at me and say, hey, Chris, you're a trainer. And I'm like, yeah, right. I'm a coach. I'm a teacher. I've been coaching almost 20 years. I've coached at all levels. I've been in every situation possible. I've been a speaker. And so for me, if you really want to be good at training or developing, you have to master the craft. How do you do that? I'm glad you asked. You start with one piece at a time. So if it's ball handling, maybe you not try to master ball handling and finishes. Maybe you master ball handling first. Try to figure out every scenario of ball handling that you can do within a 3 to 5 minute window. I don't believe in my opinion and in my training that ball handling should be more than 5 minutes. Ball handling is a way to activate the player, feet, hands, body movement. It gets them going, and now you transition that into your workout, right? So if you take one piece of the puzzle at a time and you start to master it, let's say it was finishing. Now I want to look at how many different ways can I cut this one piece of pie. I want to just keep cutting. I just want to keep at that one. How many different ways can I Euro step? Master it. Get the footwork. What happens when the defender shift this way or the defender shift that way. Master the craft, the terminology, different bodies. Just because somebody's 7 foot don't mean they can't Euro step. Just because you're 6'4", 240 pounds, you're a little bigger built, don't mean you can't spin off of someone. It's in the eye of the teacher and their way to be able to communicate that, right? So that's one way that I would challenge all up and coming developers or trainers or people that want to be great at your craft. You start with the detail and you master one piece of the pie at a time. That's the only way you build a house. You build it one brick at a time and you master it. And when you look back, you're gonna have 20 bricks that are mastered versus one brick and a bunch of other stuff that people are like, yo, what is he doing? So that's one thing. Being a great illustrator or storyteller, being able to get the player to see the vision that you have for them, and then you understanding the vision that they have for themselves, and then making sure that it all translates into game situation and it allows them to have peak performance. So that's an element of my teaching that a lot of people don't understand. I'm a great storyteller. I could talk to you and I can illustrate in examples without even demonstrating. Demonstration is another part of it. And we'll talk about that. And so my communication, my storytelling allows for me to be different when it comes to being a teacher. Some students are different. Not all students are gonna be the sharpest students that you have, but it's up to the teacher, the coach, to be able to communicate and get them to understand what they're trying to teach so that they can become the best player they can be, right? So the next part of that is demonstration. I don't demonstrate or I don't teach anything that I can't demonstrate. I don't care how old I am. I think I will be able to demonstrate as long as possible. I don't teach anything I can't do. Now, I may not be able to do it at the level of the players, like athletically or explosion or this, but I have the movements down. I have it mentally and I have it physically. So don't teach something that you can't do. And if you can't do it, have it down packed to where you can get that player to understand it. So that allows for there to not be any like miscommunication or misconcept of trying to execute something when it comes to game situation. So demonstration is a very big part of being a great teacher. Is actually one of the most important things out there, is to be able to demonstrate. The next thing, this is for up and coming guys. I get this question all the time, like, Chris, like, I'm an up and coming trainer. How do I get to where you are? And I'm like, inch by inch. I've been doing this for, like I said, almost 20 years now. And it's like, it never gets old. Like, I'm in love with the process. Like every day, like tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be up 4:45, excited about my ability to teach and give my knowledge to people that want to receive it. And so that's what I'm really looking for. I'm not looking for someone with a name. I'm not looking for a particular player. I'm not looking for an NBA player. I just want a platform to be able to give my craft to. I just love teaching. That's why a lot of people are not willing to coach and teach young players. And I love it. I think the young players are the ones that turn to the big players. And that's where I really learned how to develop players, was working with the younger ones over a long period of time. And how did I work on speaking? Like speaking in front of a camera right now is because I've been teaching in front of thousands of people my craft, mastering my craft. So being able to speak and communicate and directly talk to someone is so important. It's that communication gap as a coach. And I think coaches, communication is super important, especially when you have these young players that are going to have different coaches, and different coaches that are going to be different. Some coaches are very good. Some coaches are not very good. Some coaches are great X's and O's, lacking communication. If you're an up and coming developer, your job is to help that player navigate that and be able to see how they can become effective even with a good coach. That's something that I do all the time. There's no perfect scenarios, and there's no way to the top. When I say there's no perfect scenarios, there's no one formula that I can give you that can help you get to where I am. You want to be better than me, obviously. So in order for you to do that, you got to really become a student of the game. I myself is a student of the game. I'm a student of people. I'm a student of the history. I'm a student of the footwork, the ball placement, the hand placement. I have an addiction, and it's teaching basketball. It is spending time with it a lot, and that's how you become, that Picasso, that legendary person is being great at what you do. If you're one of the best car sellers out there, that's what you should do. You should be focusing on what you can be really, really good at, and just be really good at that. And so, but my message once again for the up and coming developers, coaches, trainers, and people that are coming into the basketball industry, my last message is to find a mentor. I would love to mentor you. You can text me. That's the first step. So how do you get a hold of me? Text me, 310-388-8610. It'll be down in the comments below. And you find a good mentor. Find someone that is genuine, that don't need nothing from you, but you need everything from them. You need to find someone that can break the game down to you, or teach you the business side. That's a whole nother topic for us, is talking about the business side of player development. And as an independent guy like myself, it's a business. I provide a service, and then I should be paid for my service. And you really, when you pay for me, you're paying for my time. Time is the only thing that you can't buy. So my expertise and my time is what you pay for. And you know, that's the truth. That's what you pay for when you come to me. I'm going to give you my very best, and I'm going to be prepared, and I have a lot of experience. So that's the separator and the game changer. So when you get a mentor, they can break down the business side of things so that you can become an effective communication. When you very first starting in, your price ain't gonna be way over here. It's gonna be right where you are, so that you can have people paying for your service. You know, your product is your ability to develop them. So that's super important, and it's next level. So we'll end it there with mentorship. And if you're looking for a mentor, I would love to be your mentor. I would love to be a part of your life, help you grow, and you become a part of the Just Hoop team. If you haven't, click that bell right here to turn on your post notifications. Once you turn on your post notifications, you'll be able to get every video that we post. We post about 8 times a week. We would love for you to be a part of this family that we're putting together here. Make sure you drop your comments below, down in the section, so that we can communicate back and forth. I do read the comments, and I'm very interested in each person as an individual. Remember, go to our stores, justhoop.com. It's on YouTube. You can get all of your merch and gear. If you're up and coming hooper, you wanna train with me and you're not in the town, I do Zoom trainings, and I have my app that's available for you, which is Chris Johnson Hoops app on all platforms. So all you gotta do is type in Chris Johnson Hoops. Hey, I'm out.